if I never found you, I'd never have this feeling in my heart.
How did this come to be? I don't know how you found me, but from the moment I saw you, deep inside my heart I knew,
Baby, you're my destiny. You and I were meant to be.
with all my heart and soul.
I give my love to heaven home,
And as far as I can see, you were always meant to be my destiny. I wanted someone like you, someone that I could hold on to and give my love until the end of time.
but forever was just a word,
Just a word.
something not only heard about, but now you're always there for me. When you say forever, I